that's a hot name. Right?
Page One Comics, all stuff from Page One. So
Nah,
yeah,
definitely. You can't go nowhere without page one.
That's right.
All right. So introduce everyone to your latest Kickstarter. I know it probably ended. You got late pledges. I believe it's called Footpath.
Yeah, Footpath Dangerous Nights is the last Kickstarter we did. We're still taking late pledges. It's one of the characters from the chess team for people that's familiar with me and my titles.
Mm-hmm.
I have a title called Chess that's different issues with Blowtorch, Pinpoint, and things like that. But Footpath is the latest. Dangerous Nights is on Kickstarter right now. Late pledges on Kickstarter. You still can pledge, and that's going to end very soon. So
yes. I brought
we
that
got the
up
link
first.
for that, and we also just put up the pre-launch page for the second part, which is a crossover of Haunted Pizza with Footpath and Gun Goth. That pre-launch page just went up today, so you can late pledge to the Footpath one, and you can also press notify on the new pre-launch page for the crossover coming out this summer.
Okay, now I feel like I'm late to the game, so I'm gonna rewind this, and I'm gonna ask you, can you give us the introduction and summary of Chess? Because it seems that there's a lot of offsets coming from that original story. Is that what that is?
That's correct.
All right.
Correct.
So can you give the viewers like an introduction as if we've never heard of this universe, so we can get an introduction?
Chess Command Headquarters with espionage and strategic strikes. So after the chess run, the members of the team, like Pinpoint or Blowtorch, members that's on the team, also did their solo books as well. So Pinpoint went for 3 issues, Blowtorch went for 5 issues, and now one of the other teammates named Footpath, and this is her year, 2026. She got her own comic book plus a crossover coming out this summer.
The Blowtorch cover is really beautiful. When I seen that one, I really loved it. I think I had seen Chess, but then when I really stopped was for Blowtorch, because I just imagery just does it for me. But once I seen that, then I started getting into your world and started thinking about what was going on. But that was a real beautiful cover on Blowtorch.
Thank you. Blowtorch, we had an incredible last couple of years. You know, we had signing with Tyler Kirkland. We did shows at New York Comic Con and MegaCon. It was a fantastic feedback, incredible experience, and I was hoping I could duplicate it with the new title coming.
So besides Chess, you have any other titles, or is it just the derivatives or the offshoots from that? You know?
I do got some new titles this year as I'm expanding Page One Comics. I got a new title called Osmo that I'm writing with Ariel Hill.
Yes, that's the #1 fan, bro. He makes you
Yeah. He's a big supporter. So when he said he wants to get into it, I said, let's do it. Let's do it. 100%.
Definitely, he's a great supporter.
And I got another one on my book. This is if you're old enough to remember the drive-in movies on Saturdays, the karate movies, something like that.
Yeah, for sure, brother.
Those are the 2 new titles this year that I'm breaking off. I'm expanding into my studio that's not chess related.
You write and your comics, or?
No, I just write.
You just write. Okay, I thought you were also the artist. Okay, what's the best and the worst part of creating comic books?
The best is the fun in writing. You know, the worst is the marketing, the work y'all put into it to get people to see it. You know what I mean? There's all types of ways you could go. You know, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, direct market. You know, those are the parts that the business side is the hard part, but the fun is writing it and have the imagination of the story.
Yes, playing with all that story in your head, but when you gotta hit that pavement and do the groundwork, though, it's a whole other animal.
Now you gotta get people to, you know what I mean? Now you gotta get people to see it. How you gonna present it? You know, you're gonna do a Kickstarter, you're gonna do an Indiegogo, you're gonna do direct market. You know, so
marketing and promotion is definitely a discipline, bro.
That's it.
It's a whole nother hat.
I see you on day 191. Don't scroll. Don't go past.
Because I'm reading
what I'm saying? But
books. I'm just trying to implement what I've been reading.
That's the hard part. That's the part that
that's
why
I said I gotta seek help. I gotta go outside of myself and figure out what I can do to keep the meter running, and just look at it as what it is, a business. It's also what you love to do. You're so passionate about it. But we also realize we gotta fund it and we gotta make it happen, fruition in real time. So at the end of the day, we gotta implement that. And the whole thing of me saying 196 days of posting, the first thing any human mind is gonna think is shit, there's 196 days I missed, right? You see what I'm saying to you? It's like you feel like you're late to some kind of party that's been going on. So that's already the psychology. I'm just giving you the back door, right?
Yeah, I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it.
Yeah.
I've been respecting it. I like it. And like I said, that's the part. The fun part is the creative. The hard part is the execution of business. So
Execution, exactly. So that's why sometimes I'm a solutionary, right? So I like to look for solutions on figuring out how I'm going to get my stuff out there. And I like to travel sometimes the path of least resistance. Like instead of Comic Cons, I do maybe bigger pop up shops because I hold a monopoly. I'm the only person selling comic books there. Like you got to go outside the box all the time, and you can't bum rush the same lane. You always got to come outside of yourself, and look at it like. Yeah, like I live in Brooklyn, New York, so I'm thinking maybe I know a lot of deli owners, so I might just put a little swivel thing in the deli, put it towards the back, and see if I could do some consignment or something. I just be outside, just thinking. If it don't work, it just be me thinking outside, trying to come up with different solutions. Cause I'm old school. I'm from when we used to make CDs and press them and put them in your trunk of your car.
go to the barbershop.
You had to for aspiring comic book creators. Guys that want to do their own thing, because I got a lot of followers, I got a lot of people in my messages, so I told them to, tune in and maybe they'll get some advice.
Understand the story that you're writing. Once you understand it, the story you're writing, and you gotta make it sound the way you want it to sound. Now you can get other people to see it for what you want to read into it. You know what I mean? So understand your story, stick to your story, because there's no rules. You know what I mean? I know some people say there's rules to comic book is an open format. It's about your imagination, your thought pattern, and what it is that you're trying to get people to read. You know what I mean? So stick to that. Stick to the execution. Stay with it. Get better at it, and you'll just grow. And whatever one you're doing. If you're a writer, keep writing. If you're an artist, keep drawing. So on and so on.
So basically, you just gotta keep pressing on, and like in any other process. You got to go through the process. You got to go through the ringer. You got to try. You got to fail. And then you got to keep going again. And hopefully, I just keep one rule that I keep to myself. I'm just trying to make my next project better than my former one. And at that pace, or at your own pace, you're only at war with yourself. And you're not worrying about everybody else around you. You know what I'm saying? You're influencing what it is you're trying to do.
That's right.
So that'd be the biggest advice I would give. So how do you feel about AI and this new technology, this revolution we're in right now?
I'm not a fan of it. I like working with artists. I like the creativity of working with artists and stuff like that. So I'm not into the AI market yet. You know what I mean? I haven't jumped into it. I'm still with the same art teams that I've been with for a couple of years.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'm sure that's the sentiment of everybody that I interview. You know what I'm saying? You may use it as a tool, but nobody's not selling anything with AI.
Yeah. I'm not using it for any creative measurements and nothing like that. So
definitely. All right. So what's your favorite comic book character of all time?
Out of mine or
in general?
Backlash.
Early Image Comics.
He's a character. Early Image Comics part of Stormwatch team.
Well, tell us a little bit about Backlash.
For people that remember the glory days of Image and Wildcats and Stormwatch, he did a crossover with Grifter called The Kindred, which is one of my favorite books. He had these whips that came out, something like Omega Red, but he also could turn to steam or something like that.
Okay.
He's definitely one of the characters that was a big influence in some of the characters on my team. So.
Okay. A question I'd like to ask: what's your Mount Rushmore superheroes? Like, what would you think would be the 4 superheroes that would be probably representative of the whole game, the most popular?
I mean, you're gonna go the most popular. You gotta do Captain America, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I mean, that's Captain America, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
Captain America, Superman.
That's the leading heroes of the industry.
It's Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. That's what it is. There is no right answer. I just wanted to see.
It's all to the person.
People are passionate about that. That's what it is. Nah, man, it's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah, it's just a matter of opinion. Everybody follows somebody. So,
what's your 4 for the Rushmore supervillain?
Magneto, Apocalypse, Darkseid, Joker.
Magneto, definitely Joker. Well, I would just say for just bad guys, I would put Joker, Lex Luthor, Darth Vader, and Thanos.
Oh, okay. You're going Star Wars. All right. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
villains, period. Villain. It's not necessarily just villains.
Yeah,
Mount
yeah. I got
Rushmore.
you. All right, I got you now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
So
definitely Darth
Joker
Vader.
and Darth Vader were definitely. I think those are guaranteed too.
That's right.
Just something iconic about them.
That's right.
So, what do you love and what do you hate about the indie comic community?
I love the open field of it. I mean, it's like I did with Bear and Bullets, how I collaborated with different creators to come out with a crossover and do
And that's the
projects like
first
that.
time I've seen in the indie community. It's like it's not like one was cosmic and one was. They were all three of the same type of the same genre of characters, right? So it made sense. It was organic. You know what I'm saying to you? The name, Bear and Bullets, everything was. I thought it was well executed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what started the crossover. I was in the conversation with Malcolm and Tony about our characters and how on paper our characters look the same. They really kind of do the same thing. They look the same.
Yeah,
but they're really different.
Yeah.
So I said, let's do a crossover that shows how they're different, how they think different and everything. So when you read Bear and Bullets, even though they're all action heroes, you get a chance to see how they're different from one another.
Definitely, you get to see their different personality. That's why I said I told Malcolm is like it gave me an Expendables kind of feel.
That's right.
Yeah, and I love that type of genre, like the bad guys, ass kickers, and they coming together, but they operate in different ways. You know, they're all going for probably the same objective, but you know, you get to see the difference in the heroes. Same thing in Expendables, you get to see the different superheroes from a Jet Li, you know what I'm saying, to someone who's known for the guns, to someone who's known for the brawn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got like one that's a Terminator, you got one that's sarcastic and all attitude, you got another one that is like a Shaft or doing the right thing, like a neighborhood hero, a neighborhood protector. So on paper they look alike, everybody got guns, everybody shoots, but their personalities and how they do it is you never know.
That would make a great 3-hour flick, just like Expendables type shit. Ain't no big budget because it ain't like no cosmic Marvel type shit. It's like, vigilante, salt of the earth, Punisher type shit.
It's definitely 3 characters that I respect. I definitely respect Malone with Southside, Malcolm, with Cedric Zero. I mean, these are the comic books that I'm a fan of, so it's even more of a pleasure to put that project together.
All right, so the first one is basically Sega or Nintendo, because you go far as back as me.
I gotta say
Nintendo, no doubt. That's what Xbox.
I gotta say Nintendo. Pitfall, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Variety. I mean, we playing Nintendo.
I mean, I remember getting my first Nintendo.
Man. You play football. I mean, you do all that with Sega too, but Sega back then wasn't. I don't think.
Nah, Nintendo was first. Sega came, but when it came,
I mean, it definitely took over.
Sega loyalists.
But everybody had that white box.
Yeah.
Growing up, everybody.
Xbox or
PlayStation.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Avengers or
X-Men.
Thanos or
Darkseid.
I always forget that. Reaction. Manga or comic books?
Regular comic books.
Frosted Flakes or Corn Flakes?
Yeah, shit. Raisin Bran. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You know what? Neither. I'll take that too.
Frosted Flakes. Definitely Frosted Flakes.
You're a Frosted Flakes kind of guy. All right. French toast or pancake?
Say again?
French toast or pancake? Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie. Hey. I'm from New York, so
Hey, I'm from Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah. I'm from Queens. So,
Queens, please get the money. Oh, definitely though, right? Like I said, this is one. Thundercats or Transformers?
Thundercats.
Definitely Thundercats. But I don't know, man. Transformers is right there.
Now they got a Thundercats Silverhawk crossover coming out. I believe Dynamite. So I can't wait to see that.
What, the G.I. Joe?
No, Thundercats and Silverhawk.
What? Get the hell out. Stop that shit on Tubi. That's crazy. While I'm watching it, I'm thinking about Thundercats. I'm like, they did the Hawks. They did the Cats. Because, as a comic book creator, I'm just watching, what's going on and shit. I'm like, I'm watching the IPs, and now you tell me this. I'm like, man, maybe in a room together. We're
bringing back all the favorites. Thundar. They got Thundar.
You see the preview.
They got
shit, like, I don't know, Black Panther, Predator. just wild stuff that, I was probably throwing out at the lunchroom table. Like, that would be crazy.
Definitely bring our era back to storytelling
Saturday
and
morning
movies. So,
cartoon. I'm on a mission to bring Saturday morning cartoon. That's why my Dr. Doolittle Jr., the creature catchers, just named like that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, just wild. That era was just the era. I see SWAT Cats just did a crazy Kickstarter.
yeah, what,
They made a
40,000?
$500,000 or some shit. The Kickstarter, the end all kid. Nobody, like, is anybody talking about the SWAT Cats? And nobody's talking about the SWAT Cats. Saturday morning cartoons. I'm like, yo, I'm a child of big bowls of cereal, and from 7 in the morning all the way till 12, and then the Shaw Brothers come on with the karate. And then I looked at him, I'm like, yo, I like wild titles that don't even make no sense. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Joel,
Yeah, that raised.
you know what I'm saying? But it was great talking to you. Everybody head over to Page Alfred. You can get the late pledges for Footpath coming from the chess universe.
Thank
You
you.
can see got 2 new titles. You got the Bear and Bullets crossover. And then you see you got another crossover after Footpath. What you said that leads into what?
The pre-launch page for that just went up today is for Hostile Assets. That's for a crossover between Footpath and a character called Gun God from Haunted Pizza comic books. Gun God. So it's like a Kindred remake. For those that remember the Kindred early image,
Okay.
this is how I got tribute to the Kindred.
Okay.
Also coming up, you mentioned Bear and Bullets. We got
Part 2?
now right with Malcolm called The Bear.
Okay.
That brings back Pinpoint and Subject Zero.
Okay. That's what the bear is. I seen the cover, but I didn't know it was those 2 characters are in the bear.
Yes, they come back for to start the bear off. I mean, the bear goes into his own story, but it starts off with Pinpoint Subject Zero. Yeah, so.
When is that coming? That's coming, what, later down the line?
I mean, we're trying to get out as soon as possible to catch on to the heat of Bear and Bullets. Probably some more pages this weekend. So we're moving. So we're looking somewhere like.
It was successful, right? If the Footpath, because it's over, right? You just take it later.
That's correct. Yes, it was funded and did very well. And we're just looking to get more people into it because, like I said, this story goes into this major crossover with Haunted Pizza comics. So.
Okay. Yeah, Malcolm in here.
Malcolm, let me tell you, Malcolm is an incredible young talent.
Definitely is.
Incredible young talent. Brand new. He came out with his lineup of comic books. The energy that he came out with has been fantastic. I respect him. Love his characters. And he has probably one of the best comic books that I saw in a long time with Evora Lee. Yeah, but that Evora Lee is a perfectly paced out action comic. So shout out to Malcolm for all the success that he had in production that he's been doing.
Yes, people, go check out 615 Comics. This is Page Alfred with Page 1 Comics. And from the chess universe, we got Pinpoint, we got Footpath, we got the Hostile Assets crossover with Gun God. We got a lot of things going on in Page 1 Comics, so please head over and check out the universe that my man Page is building right here. So this is Indie Creators Assemble. This is episode 2, and it was an honor to meet you. As soon as I do my first crossover, I will be hitting you up.
Hey, yeah, I love it, man. I love crossovers, man. They call me the crossover king over here, so.
Definitely. So you like Tim Hardaway, that's my era. You got to kill a crossover. So if I ever, as soon as I endeavor, but first I got to establish what it is I'm doing. But I'll definitely be hitting you, my brother. And if you need anything, if you promoting anything in the future, whatever it is, I'm just a DM or a message away. You know what I'm saying to you? So it was an honor to have this interview with you. Everybody head over to Page Alfred and go follow. I'm going to keep posting for the rest of this weekend because I'm a big on posting whoever it is that I interview because I want y'all to know what it is that they're doing over there. And that's the benefits they have for, being able to let me interview them. So thank you for coming on Indie Creators Assemble. And like the name says, that's what we're going to do. And hopefully, I don't know, were you a part of that crossover with Kitra?
Kickstarter? The engine one?
Yeah.
I'm not in that one.
No. Okay, yeah. So hopefully we could do, more big things like that in the future, and any community could stand still. But any community is great to have you. You and Malcolm energy is amazing, man. It was great to meet you. And as soon as I get my book out, I'll start hitting some cons. Hopefully we can meet in real life, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
No doubt, brother. We definitely gonna link up.
All right.
All right,
It's
so
been a
you have a
pleasure. Thank
blessed
you.
day.
All
Take
right.
care, my brother.
All right.